Welcome, everybody, to the Anchor TV Sports Podcast, where we bring you up to date with all the hot news and the hot events in sports. My name is Tim. This is Shane.
I'm
This
Shane.
is Isaac. And let's start. After a long, arduous journey, a lot of awards, Taylor Swift has finally won the Super Bowl.
Deserved.
Well deserved, you think?
Mm-hmm.
Well deserved.
She put on a clinic on the field this year. She went for 5,000 yards rushing,
Crazy.
at least 40
I
touchdowns.
mean, dude, how many?
Unbelievable.
Dude, I think she had more kisses than the Jets had. More Travis Kelce kisses than the Jets scored touchdowns this year.
That's
a good
a
take.
good stat. I
That's a
like
good
that
take.
stat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone
I
check
think
that.
she had a lot more miles on the jet from that ride from Japan to the Super Bowl than any team had.
Yeah,
yards
oh
in
yeah,
the
for
Super
sure.
Bowl.
Oh,
yeah.
for sure.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean that jet ride, she was zooming, dude. Zooming. Look,
She was moving a lot.
making Tyreek Hill look like he's Tim Tebow out there.
Don't worry, I was watching the flight the whole way just to make sure she got there safely. Don't worry.
She was moving a lot faster than the Super Bowl because that Super Bowl was slow.
Oh.
That started out slow. First 4 drives, was it? There were punts, fumbles, and
Mhm.
turnovers.
I mean, it was. I covered it. I wrote an article about it. It was a very boring article to write. I mean, when you look at that first half was just sloppy football. Like, you finally got something from the Chiefs where they hit that bomb to Nicole Hardman. Next play, Isaiah Pacheco fumbles.
Yep.
What
Yep.
lubricant did they put on that football for that
Dude,
game?
probably something a little slippery, Vaseline. I don't
Had to
know.
have been.
And it kind of irritated me because I would have won $200 if Pacheco just held on to the ball. Because if he scored a touchdown, I had his anytime touchdown score.
Oh yeah, don't worry, I did too.
Oh, yeah, of
don't
course.
worry. Yep,
Of course,
don't worry.
yep.
I don't trust anybody in the game. I don't bet on the games, but I did bet on coin toss heads, and I won.
Oh, so did Colin.
Colin,
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So-
Won $20, and that's something. Meanwhile, I'm here.
Yep, not winning.
Not winning.
That's terrible.
And that's something.
That's crazy. As we go on to the second half, though, it turned up a little bit, right?
It was a little more eventful.
You saw a lot more of the quarterback, the offense that we expected in this.
Yeah,
game.
you saw a little bit of Purdy. I mean, Jawan Jennings. We were robbed of a Jawan Jennings Super Bowl MVP. I mean,
If the Niners won, I was cheering for Jawan Jennings.
That's a good
Jawan
take.
Jennings, dude. It was funny because my dad, he was out here like talking to me. He goes, "Oh, Jawan Jennings is so much better than Deebo Samuel. He's the second best receiver on the 49ers." I'm like, dude, what are you talking about?
I mean, he looked it out there.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
It was George Kittle with his 4 yards on one catch, and it was Jawan Jennings going crazy.
I had him as my MVP.
I did too
Yeah.
until the game ended.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no. I mean, I honestly, even after the game, I still thought they were gonna give it to Travis Kelce. If I'm being honest.
Oh, yep.
Because even though he led the Chiefs in receiving yards, and they wanted him to score that walk-off touchdown, they were feeding
Oh
him.
my
that ball.
God, I could feel it coming. I was like, oh, turn the game off. Girlfriend's a Swiftie too, so she's yelling at the screen. I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
all right, well, I'm
So-
packing up.
So
I'm
your
going
girlfriend
home.
was going crazy.
Oh my
Chiefs-
God, yeah. Oh my God.
man.
The Chiefs won. I'm there. I am. I'm rooting for the 49ers. I'm talking the most garbage, right? Oh, the Chiefs blow. 49ers are winning. She's to my right. No, Taylor Swift. And I'm wrong, and then I'm sitting there. I gotta let her celebrate. Now I look like a piece of and I'm like God damn it,
Oh, man.
America's team, it's safe to say America's team won that
Oh,
game.
Chiefs were 100%. Well, they're the women's America's team. I don't know if they're the
see.
men Americans team.
All the women's America's team won.
Yeah, women's America's team. Like
it was a good day for the women.
It was a good day for the
Yeah.
women. The women
for
beat the
women.
men on that day.
I can only imagine how much Travis Kelce jerseys have been shipped out in the month of between January and February. It's unbelievable.
No, it's
been
since
insane.
September.
Yes,
Oh my God.
Since it started.
Oh my God.
He's the most. I think he's the highest selling jersey right now.
I think that is that's,
He's
if not top.
He's
top
gained
5 easily.
he's gained 4 million followers on Instagram.
That's unbelievable.
I mean,
If you look,
That's
if you look at the
ridiculous.
revenue, I think it's like
$330
$million for the Chiefs.
the dude played his business card correctly. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
he is.
Oh, yeah.
When you
gonna
talk
make-
about playing your business cards, he played it.
Yeah,
Oh,
he played it. He
worked.
played it. He worked the system better than anyone else.
Oh yeah.
Genius marketing.
And
Genius. marketing.
Taylor Swift is,
Yeah. Oh my God. Good for them.
I mean,
He put Taylor Swift on the map.
He went crazy.
Who's Taylor Swift?
Oh, well, have you watched the Chiefs game?
I see.
So we got to move on to that overtime controversy.
Oh, so what are the 49ers doing? Like, why would you take the ball when you're guaranteed to have the ball in the overtime rules? Like, I remember I was like getting into a debate because I was watching. I went to a friend's house, and when the 49ers take the ball, I'm like, why would they take the ball? Why wouldn't you kick the ball if you're gonna get the ball at half? Because if each team gets the ball, even if you give up a touchdown, you're still in the game. Then you control your own destiny because assuming they'll kick the extra point, you can go down, score a touchdown, and go for 2 for the win. So I don't get why what the philosophy was, and then Shanahan not explaining the overtime rules. It's like, what are you doing, dude? You're
According
in
to
the
the
Super
players,
Bowl.
they didn't know the overtime
Yeah.
rules.
No,
And
like, what?
that is inexcusable.
That's
if you're
terrible.
looking at-
So like my drunk, you know what? I was gonna say drunk ass, but who cares?
That's
Actually,
whatever.
my drunk ass was watching the Super Bowl. And I'm like,
On Apple Juice
okay,
centers.
I know I've known this rules ever since the whole Josh Allen controversy, right?
Yeah.
Whatever. These players don't know. Like they're in the NFL. Like
Yeah.
you think like some drunk asshole wouldn't know what was going would know. Wait, I can't put this.
You
in
got
words. So some drunk dude
There you go.
would know the rules better than the players actually knowing what to do based on the coin flip. Like
Yeah.
it just doesn't make any sense.
I mean,
Oh,
to be fair, Kyle Shanahan was intoxicated at media day,
oh,
and
he,
it
Oh,
was
yeah.
hilarious to
He
watch.
was-
Oh yeah.
he was cocked.
He did not know he was there.
I don't think he knew he was there.
No. He woke up on the Sunday. He was like, "Oh, it's media day. Oh no, I missed it. I
Oh
was
no,
too
it's
drunk."
game day.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I
Oh,
forgot
yeah.
to tell my players.
The overtime rules.
Yeah, God forbid. It's unbelievable.
And then they go down the field, 4th and 4, and they kick a field goal, and then
You knew right then and there the game was over.
as soon as they kick the field
Right then
goal,
and
I'm
there.
looking at it, and I'm just like, well,
The
Yeah.
game's
it was
over.
a fun run. You
And
know?
I was just like, here comes the Travis Kelce walk-off touchdown. You know it's coming.
Yep.
And it didn't go. Actually was Mecole Hardman, the Jets, my
Yep.
favorite team, traded away midseason. So you can
There
thank
you
the
go.
Jets for giving a Mecole Hardman walk-off
Let's thank the
touchdown.
Jets, guys. Give a quick round of applause for the Jets. There we go.
Round of applause, man.
There you go.
Always helping out other teams.
The Jets won the Super Bowl.
The Jet won the Super Bowl.
The
yeah.
Jet
So
won the
if you
Super
told
Bowl.
me at the beginning of this season that Mecole Hardman would have a walk-off Super Bowl touchdown,
Yep.
I would have been the happiest man in the world.
Yep.
Not knowing that it was him scoring a touchdown on the Kansas City
You
Chiefs.
could even go as far to say Mecole Hardman gets a walk-off Super Bowl winning touchdown from an MVP quarterback.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's it's not Aaron Rodgers that you're Poor Aaron Rodgers.
Oh God.
He'll be back.
Oh.
Speaking of he'll be back, we got any predictions for next year?
Oh man.
Let's I think we should start
I-
with the Jets fan in the room.
What are you looking at next year?
8-9 wins.
8-9 wins.
Okay.
8-9, somewhere around there. I'm keeping it low because they're gonna disappoint. I mean
They're the Jets.
It's
they're the
unfortunate.
You
Jets.
gotta expect
I mean they got an old man at quarterback. He's 40 now and he's coming up an Achilles tear.
Oh
so
God.
I don't know if like we really trust the old man.
Well, I mean, that medicine he's using, it seems to be working. He was
Oh,
on
God.
the field week 10?
Oh yeah. He was throwing the ball around. I mean those ayahuascas does wonders for people.
Oh yeah.
They, oh,
Those are
Boy, are
treats he
they
goes on.
helpful.
Oh my God. Spend 2 days in darkness and his ACL's back.
No,
It's all right.
and he's talking to dolphins. You hear
Oh
about
yeah.
that?
I did see that.
He's out here like touching the dolphins, talking about them.
Yeah.
And old man's coming for vengeance.
Yeah.
You got a Super Bowl pick?
My God, who could possibly be? I mean, I know it's stupid to say the Chiefs.
It's hard to say anybody but them.
It's
I
hard to
know.
say anyone but the Chiefs. I mean, they'll be in the Super Bowl. I don't know.
There.
No,
They'll be
they'll be
around
there.
it.
I
For
mean-
sure.
I mean, I feel like the Bengals could be a dark horse, but
Mm.
I mean, yeah,
I mean,
Burrow
but
got
Burrow
Yeah.
is gonna end up being hurt again because he's
Yeah,
like
oh, yeah.
everyone
Injury
talks
prone.
about Lamar Jackson being injury prone. No, it's Joe Burrow
Yeah.
is injury
Joe
prone.
Burrow is probably the most.
Yeah.
I mean, that's to blame his early career when they didn't have an O-line. to
Oh, yeah,
block.
I know.
He got slaughtered every single game.
That's the Joe Burrow formula, though. He comes out, he has a pretty bad first couple games, he picks it up, and then he gets injured.
Yeah,
Picks
yeah.
it up,
That's everything.
MVP conversations, and then gone.
Yep.
No, the Joe Burrow effect.
Mm.
I
Jake
mean,
Browning took
can
over
you
for that.
imagine if he actually won the Super Bowl a couple years ago? Though, how weird that would be.
Oh, I
That
know.
if it would feel so weird.
would feel
It
so
feels
weird.
so
It'd
different.
be odd.
Our perspective of Joe Burrow would be so much different.
Oh, I know.
It's funny because like you look at him and everyone says, "Oh, he's the second best quarterback in football behind Mahomes." He's only. I don't even think he's ever made a Pro Bowl.
No.
No, he hasn't.
No, I don't think he
There's
has.
no way he has.
Let's
Wait,
look at the
I
numbers.
feel like I'm assuming he has, but I don't know if I've ever seen him in a Pro Bowl.
If I'm remembering years correctly, the year that he made the Super Bowl, Tyron Huntley was in the Pro Bowl.
No,
Yeah.
he made the Pro Bowl in 2022. He was.
Oh,
it was
That was the Tyron Huntley.
he was with Tyron Huntley. Yeah,
Yeah,
him,
that
and
was Tyron Huntley.
him and
okay,
Huntley
yeah,
were boys there.
Yeah, the homies, you know, Bengals, Ravens, they go.
Tyler Huntley,
Good for them.
worst Pro Bowler ever.
Yeah. Remember that? Holy.
Do you remember when Tyron Huntley fumbled at the goal line? Ravens Bengals in the playoffs.
Yeah, Burrow wins his playoff game because of that. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
it's funny is the Ravens would have won that game if that.
Oh yeah,
Mm.
I was a Ravens fan for that game, and
Oh, yeah.
boy was I disappointed.
I don't
That's
know.
how it
So
goes.
so
It's
the
okay, I'm used to
Bengals, Chiefs. I mean, I don't want to say the Bills ever again because I predicted them to win it this
said
year,
Bills this year?
and well, I
Stephon
predict
Diggs is still standing on that field watching.
He's still there. They haven't taken him off yet.
every game they lose. Every close game against the Chiefs, lost.
Yep.
Like just I'm done with the Bills. I mean, Chargers could be a dark horse with Harbaugh.
I have a dark horse that I don't think anybody's thinking of right now.
I've got the
Let's hear it,
obvious
let's hear it.
choice. Well, you go first.
I think you should go first.
I got
I
the-
want to finish it off.
Unfortunately, as a Pats fan, this hurts to say. I've got the Dolphins.
Whoa.
No way.
I've got the Dolphins.
You
No,
think
you
no
know,
Tua is
way.
gonna take
I've
a team to the
got
Super Bowl?
no, because you know what the problem is. As soon
No.
as Tua locks in and figures it out, he has the team around him.
Dude, did
He's
you
got.
see him at the Pro Bowl? He was the worst.
Oh,
pass-
I know that, I know that.
is-
Accuracy, buddy.
Oh, I know. You give if Tua just figures out how to be a little bit more than mid how he is currently.
Screw it. Tyreek's down there somewhere.
No, exactly. That's
all
what I'm
he
saying.
does, yeah.
He's a mid. He's mid. He's mid.
Oh yeah, but I think, early prediction. Super Bowl just ended. I got the Dolphins,
Oh, wow.
and
Okay.
it hurts as a Pats fan.
I'm a shock the
Because
world with this one.
We
guys.
won't let Mac Jones go.
So as none of
Mac
you,
Jones isn't the answer, guys. Mac Jones is not the answer. Figure it out.
How do you feel about Joe Alt getting taken at 3? Because that's who you're taking. You're taking Joe Alt.
Joe Alt.
the
that
tackle
the
out of
tackle?
Notre Dame, baby. He's coming. He's coming home to New England.
If Joe Alt is selected, I am permanently removing my Pats fandom. Permanently.
I
There's
agree.
no way I can come back.
I can't do it anymore, guys.
That-
I only
I mean,
had
look at-
one dynasty.
Ow.
I need to.
You guys are spoiled now.
Yeah, I know.
It's like,
I know.
oh, you take a tackle. I mean, he's a good tackle. I mean,
We no. But there's
Where's the
no way.
dynasty?
We can talk about their draft for a little bit. Patriots fans out there, talking to you directly. I want Marvin Harrison.
Thank you.
I want Marvin Harrison.
Yep, bring him home. Bring him home.
I don't care about a quarterback right now. If we draft a quarterback, who's he gonna throw to? Who?
That's a good answer. That's a good. That's a good. Answer.
Mario Douglas.
Ooh.
Juju Smith-Schuster?
Ah.
No. Demario Douglas? No.
So Tim, let's hear your shock the world.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Super
Sorry.
Bowl, right?
That's my bad, guys.
Picture this. We got a young, up-and-coming team. Better than the Chargers. They finished. They were in the playoffs this year.
Oh no.
Young, up-and-coming team. Offensive Rookie of the Year quarterback.
Oh my god.
Houston Texans Super Bowl. Yep. Yeah. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Offensive Rookie of the Year. Tell me that's not a formula for success. Will Anderson, C.J. Stroud picks 2 and 3. Picks 2 and 3. Come on.
How are we supposed to have
the
a
Jets had
legitimate?
the same thing 2 years ago. They
Yeah.
had Garrett Wilson and Sauce Gardner.
Sauce and Garrett.
Yeah.
But-
Feel that.
But I don't think they didn't have a quarterback. They had Zach Wilson at quarterback.
That's fair.
That
That is
you have a quarterback leading your team. I think the Texans have the potential to do it.
All right.
Maybe if not next year, the year after.
All right.
You know, I don't hate that as much as I originally thought. But, as people who are supposed to maintain a certain level of knowledge on a sports podcast, that wouldn't hurt the soul. That would hurt it a little bit.
You know what? I'm gonna change up my pick.
Oh.
I'm gonna go with a team that I think could have actually made the Super Bowl this year had they played their cards a little bit better.
Drum roll, please.
In the divisional round of the playoffs, they blew their chance. They had it. They had this team on the ropes.
Here comes the Packers.
I think the Packers are making
Yep.
the Super Bowl next
Yep,
year.
There it is. Yep.
How
I
about
mean,
them
Packers-
Cowboys?
Oh, stop it.
How about them
Stop
Cowboys?
it. No.
The Cowboys is a topic for a different
Dak
conversation.
just forgets how to
That is a
play
different conversation.
football in the playoffs, and it's unfortunate.
It's very unfortunate.
It does-
27 to nothing.
Yeah. Mac Jones isn't the answer.
Agreed.
Figure it out.
Neither is Bailey Zappi.
No.
Get them both out of here.
I think we
What
put
about
Tim
Malik
at quarterback.
He's on the Ravens.
Oh, is he no longer on the Patriots?
We waved him.
Oh, yeah.
And he signed with the
We
Ravens.
saw a hint of talent at quarterback and said, no, get him
No,
out.
no.
Get him
We saw
out.
him run for more than 5 yards without struggling to breathe, and we were like, he can't.
He doesn't fit the system, unfortunately. We can get him out.
You know what's
I mean, you got
fit, though? The Ravens.
you
who
got-
have Lamar Jackson.
You got Gonzo coming back though.
That's the only bright spot so far. Unless we get Marvin.
There you go.
Marvin.
Marvin Harrison needs to be on this team.
Yep.
What about Drake May?
I'm not a fan of Drake May.
Why weren't you a fan
I'm
of Drake
not a-
May? I love Drake May. He's my QB1 this year.
For the Jets?
No, not for the Jets. No, the Jets aren't taking a quarterback.
No, they're not taking the
You don't
quarterback.
think I agree with Drake May's better than Caleb Williams. I don't trust Caleb Williams.
Oh, I don't like Caleb Williams at all.
Was Caleb Williams the one that was like crying or something?
USC.
I like
Yeah.
Caleb.
Okay.
I think he's got a lot of talent. It's just I think he's a little overrated, a little overhyped.
He's been the number one pick for 2 years.
Yeah.
People have been saying he's the number one pick for 2 years. There's no way someone can live up to that.
He's also kind of like old for his age.
Mm.
Like
Isn't he like 23?
he's gonna be 23
Yeah.
and he's a junior.
Whatever happened to the guy who was like old as hell? And he was the
Stetson
quarterback?
Bennett, right?
Yeah. What is he? What's he
Oh,
up
he's
to?
he's like the third string on the Rams right now.
Yeah, he's on the
Is he
Rams.
really?
Yeah, he got
Yeah.
drafted.
Wow. Good for him.
Yeah. Carson
Shout out
Wentz,
to you.
Carson Wentz took his spot.
Shout out to
Oh.
Stetson Bennett.
Oh, never mind. Never mind. That's who's taking your spot. Never mind, guys. I take back my shout out. That's okay. You know, that's all right.
Moving on from one All-Star quarterback to a different All-Star completely, the NBA All-Star Weekend
Yep.
is this weekend.
Starts tonight.
Starts tonight. Any opinions?
I have not watched an NBA All-Star game in
Oh.
like
It is pretty boring, to be honest. However,
I'm the only one who enjoys All Star Weekend. I'll put that out there.
you enjoy All-Star Weekend. What is your favorite part about All-Star Weekend?
Probably when it ends.
Are you excited for
sorry.
that three-point contest?
I couldn't ask me one person 3-point contest.
Steph Curry.
Is he?
Isn't it?
Couldn't tell you. I have no idea.
Going up against that WNBA?
Oh, they're doing that. They're doing that. They're
it's
doing that.
it's
Yep.
it hasn't.
instead of the
You know what's bad is the NBA All Stars used to be like the best competition back then because they'd have the
Mm.
stars. It'd be like Michael Jordan would do the dunk contest, Larry Bird would do the 3-point.
Now nobody wants to do.
Now
the dunk
nobody wants to
contest.
do it, so you get all these like bum like fifth, sixth man guys. And
Oh, I know.
it's like what's the point of watching that? Like no
You
one wants
don't.
to watch
Nobody
that.
wants to watch 4 G leaguers dunk a basketball.
Hey, Mac McClung was cool. I thought that was cool.
What year
The
was
other
good? It was
There was the Zach LaVine, Aaron
yeah, Zach
Gordon
Levine.
years.
Yeah,
That was
yeah,
good.
Zach
Those were
LaVine.
insane.
With
Yeah,
Aaron
yeah,
Gordon.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then they ruined it by Dwayne Wade giving him a 9.
Oh yeah, and then everyone's like, yeah, we're just not gonna do it anymore. So
Yeah.
now they're like, all right, who wants to do this damn thing?
Aaron Gordon
Whatever.
jumped over Taco Fall, who was
Yep.
7'6", and he lost.
Yep.
How?
That's how it goes.
How?
That's the problem.
That's an issue. I want to fix it.
Did we,
NBA, this is a message to you. Put me on the panel. I'll give everything a 10. I don't care. Because dunks
Oh,
are
so now you're
cool.
biased though. Now you're biased because you give everything a
I
10.
want to see like a Shaq board break dunk.
Yeah.
Like,
That'd be
like-
that'd
If
be
somebody
pretty.
sets it up pre
Like pre-class.
Oh, yeah.
And then they break it. Oh, that's
There you go.
You know what I
That'd be
mean?
cool.
That,
That'd be
I would
crazy.
watch that.
Yeah,
I
you
mean-
know, tonight is what are they doing? Tonight is like the creator thing where they get like all the celebrity game. They get the celebrity games tonight. Couldn't tell you
That's
one
probably
person.
the most entertaining part of it.
I think like Kai's in it.
Kai Cenat.
Yeah, him.
What an interesting lineup.
There you go. I have no idea. I couldn't tell you anybody else.
Obviously, it's extremely important because
Yeah.
you know so many people.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
Tomorrow is Saturday night. We've got 3-point contest, probably the skills challenge.
It's all the skill events, right?
Oh yeah, all that. Then Sunday night is
And
the
the
game.
All-Star game.
hmm
I was following who's getting in the All-Stars because when they first released the All-Star voting, I saw not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but all 5 Celtics starters in the top 10 voting.
And guess how many made it?
2.
2. Isn't
Jalen
that
Brown,
nuts?
Jason Tatum.
Yep. We had Derek White, we had Porzingis, and we had
Porzingis probably should have got it.
Drew
Porzingis
Holiday.
probably
Oh my
should've
God,
got it.
Porzingis.
Drew
put him in the
Holiday, I
All-Star game.
agree with because he's an impact player, but he doesn't make all of his impact offensively, which is
Yes.
fair. And then because you don't do defense in the All-Star game. And Derek White,
Derek White's
I
Derek White.
wanted him. I wanted him in there.
Put Derek White in the All-Star game.
Put Derek White in the All-Star game.
He deserves it. You know, he's been my dark horse in sports betting this year. He always seems to come through. But then, you know who blows to bet on? Oh my God.
Josh Giddey. He robbed me of like $70 this week. Screw
Oh
that
God.
dude.
Oh God. God damn. I was gonna say Jason Tatum. He's
Tatum
great.
is terrible to bet on.
Oh my God, he's awesome when you don't bet on him, and then you bet on him, and he's like, all right, I'm gonna drop 5 points.
I'm going to go
tonight."
3 for 21 from the field
He-
today.
He's ruined some of my prize pick slips over the years, man.
Oh, I've never had a worse slip than mid December, I think it was. Jokic was on a tear of just like he hasn't missed a shot in like 4 games. I don't know if you remember this. He was not.
I think I remember seeing something. Like
I don't know if this is around the same time. I think I'm mixing things up. But anyways,
He did go on a tear of like 9 missing.
yeah. So he did that. I think it's around this time. I could be wrong. Let me know. I bet on him the next game for points. He comes out and he shot like 3 for 27, the worst of his entire career. Like it was a big deal. Like everybody was posting that Jokic has never shot this bad.
Jokic fell off.
And it's the game I bet on him. Isn't that unbelievable? I could not believe my eyes. It was unbelievable. You know.
You have an MVP pick with these new fandangled 65 game rules.
God. I'm biased, so I'm gonna say Tatum, but I like Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
Shea is a dark horse.
He's been doing very well, and if we all pay attention, I also like Luka. I don't know if he fell off recently, but I remember he was pretty good. He might have fallen off.
Yeah, he's an all right.
Did he fall off?
He kind of fell off. He missed a few games.
Ah,
But the 65 game rule is kind of messing everything up. Because
What is that?
Embiid, you have to play 65 games to be eligible for awards.
did see that.
Yeah.
Did see that.
Embiid no
Yep,
longer
Embiid's out.
eligible.
Yep.
Halliburton's very close to not being eligible. And
He's
Tyrese-
having a good year.
Tyrese is having a great.
Oh my
year.
God, yeah.
He would be my most improved if he was not already like pretty good.
Yeah. He was already an All-Star before.
He was already an all-star, but now he's like an MVP type caliber player. Isaac, do you have any opinions?
I'm not sure.
All right. Well, we'll come back. We'll come back to it.
It's okay.
Any just throw out a name, guess, and maybe you'll be right. Oh yeah, LeBron or Steph
I'm
incoming.
not gonna say LeBron.
We got Steph Curry incoming then.
Maybe Kyrie.
Ooh,
Oh, Kyrie has been turning up.
he's been doing all right.
For Dallas, right?
Yeah,
With
Dallas.
Luka.
Mhm,
Yeah, he
mhm.
covers every time I bet on him. So.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
That's
He's
what-
your MVP.
He's my
Yeah,
MVP.
there you go.
Kyrie, Luka, you can't go wrong. Mavs.
Mavs are a great pick. I don't think they have what it takes to win the ring. though.
Oh, I don't think they'll win it,
No.
but I think they're.
I think
they're
it,
fun to
as
watch.
much
at
as
least.
it pains me to say this out loud because I don't want to jinx it. I think it's our year.
I think it's the Celtics
I
year.
think it's
Oh
the
my
Celtics
God.
year.
If it's not this year, it's not any year, unfortunately, and that's just what I'm coming to terms with.
Let's see.
Listen, going back to what I said, we had 5 starters in All-Star voting.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't care about the bench. Also, Peyton Pritchard dropped 28 points against the Nets like a couple days ago. He
And
was
two
our
ha-
leading scorer.
And 2 half quarters.
And 2 half quarters. That's a different game altogether.
Yeah.
But he was our leading scorer against the Brooklyn Nets. Fair because we beat them by 50. But he was our leading scorer.
You almost went to that game.
You almost went to that game?
I was in Boston
Honestly,
at like 6:30. It was
hot
7:30.
take. Hot take. I would much rather go to a close game than a blowout.
Oh yeah,
Oh, that's not even a debate.
that's not even
It's not a
debatable.
hot take. Like if my team's blowing a guy, like I went to a Bruins game. I went to a Bruins game and it was 7-3, and that was sick. I think hockey.
What are you saying about hockey, Tom?
I went to a Bruins game. They won 7-3, and it was great. I love going to a blowout for hockey. Basketball blowouts do not hit the same because you're up by like 30, and they're basically going through the motions. You see guys you've never seen, like Jim or Gorgiev out on the court for the first time in his career. Like it doesn't work.
Yeah, no.
Mm.
Because I've been to a lot of football games.
Yeah.
I've seen the Jets get blown out a lot of times.
Ah,
Yeah, you're used to it by now.
Yeah, I'm used to it.
Yeah.
So
it's just
close
the
games
usual
are way
Sunday.
better than blowouts.
Those games are so much better than blowouts.
He's
That's a
like,
good take.
Here's the thing. Would you rather lose a heartbreaker in overtime when you're there, or would you rather win by like 4 or 5 in a football game? This is NFL.
Oh. Okay.
I love seeing my team win, so probably the
Probably
4
the
to 5.
win.
But I think a more enjoyable game to watch would be the heartbreaker.
I think so. Yeah.
You know,
Would you rather your team win or lose? Good question.
That's not what I asked. Is it? Is it what I asked?
I
No,
don't
it's not.
remember what you asked, unfortunately.
I said, would you rather see a heartbreaking loss in overtime, or have your team win by like 5 or 6 or whatever?
How did we get to the 5 or 6?
You
That
were
I think.
up. You were up for a while, and they kind of just built it back.
Oh.
Yeah.
yeah. No, I went to the Jets Patriots snow game week 18 this year.
Ooh.
Worst game I've ever been to in my life. It was
Ah.
Yeah, no, those games suck.
Do we want to talk about like the -7 Chiefs Dolphins game? I
And
saw
that Super Bowl pick right there. Shane.
there's that Super Bowl pick for you.
There it is.
Yeah, another one. They can't play in cold weather. I don't know if you noticed that.
Don't worry, we got it next year.
I don't know if you know this.
Don't worry.
But the Super Bowl is usually in February, which is not
Come back to this.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I'm pretty sure February is in winter.
Hey.
Usually, like, who hosts the Super Bowl next year?
Oh.
It's not New Orleans, is it?
Oh, I think it is. It is New Orleans because of the little logo thing,
So it's New Orleans. Okay. So
Yeah. which is on the East Coast, which is cold.
which there is a dome, so you don't have to worry about the.
There is a dome.
But they have to get through the AFC.
Yeah. So I mean, and Chiefs are always gonna. They're gonna be like one or
Chiefs are
two
gonna
next
be
year.
there. So
You got
unless
medical.
you get the top seed, if you get the top seed, you're playing in Florida for 3 games.
Oh yeah.
Or
That's what we need. Tua just needs to lock it in. He needs to figure it out. This offseason is gonna be huge for Tua. When those videos come out of Tua and he's throwing dimes, we're gonna believe him this year.
I will
gonna believe
I
it.
will never trust training camp videos again because I watched Calvin Ridley torch his defense, and then I saw him in game, and he was not
Did you
doing
pick him in
that.
fantasy?
Oh God, no!
You didn't fall for that. Trent?
I did not fall for that. Did you fall for that?
No, I didn't. Thank God.
Mm.
No, I my fantasy team, they sold, man. I had AJ Brown sold in the, like, I made it to the championship, but I had Keenan Allen, he was out.
Let me see if I can
AJ
pull my team.
Brown. I had my receivers were DJ Moore.
I had more.
I had DJ Moore, Debo Samuel, AJ Brown, and Keenan Allen. And this was a 12-person league.
Oh, okay.
So
I was gonna
my
say.
team was like the highest scoring team.
That's great.
And then it gets sold.
Oh my God.
Don't worry, I played
I
a
know
6.
my fantasy league 10-person team. I had the best receiving core of 2022.
Don't worry, guys.
I had Devontae Adams and Cooper Kupp,
Oh, my friend had that.
and they both sucked.
So I'm in a 6-man, right? So this, I'm gonna read you what my team was, and I'm gonna tell you where they placed.
Last place gotta be.
Watch this.
Gotta be.
Josh Allen,
Yep.
David Montgomery,
Josh Allen.
Travis Etienne, Justin Jefferson, DJ Moore, Isaiah Likely because dude got injured, Devontae Adams, Joe Mixon, Bills defense, Amari Cooper, James Conner.
It's a pretty good team. How many people are in this league?
6.
Okay, so
I know it's yeah, I got it. Chris Godwin, I had Mostert from the waivers.
Oh,
That's this league. That's this league. Mostert was on our waivers. Tua, I had Hawkinson.
And you didn't start it.
No, he tore his.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
just tore something.
Missed playoffs, placed 5th
Oh, there you go.
with that team.
Didn't place last.
So
Guess who
this is a 12-person league. You tell me.
Yeah. Shout out to Justin Jefferson for getting injured. Thanks for that.
Shout out Justin.
Thanks, dude.
Jefferson.
You tell me how would you rate this team
Okay.
In a 12-person.
in the
Okay.
12-person league?
Yeah.
Dak Prescott,
Okay.
David Montgomery,
Good.
B. John,
Oh.
DJ Moore,
Yeah, I
AJ
know.
Brown, Debo Samuel, Cole Kmet, Keenan Allen. I had Falcons defense and
Ooh.
Jason Myers.
Okay.
I fell for the Bijan trap, and it did not pay off.
I traded Saquon Barkley for B. John Robinson.
Are you?
That would
okay
hurt
with
my
that
soul.
Emotionally.
Actually, he started winning games, so I also got Cole Kmet out of it, and I didn't have a tight end, so
Oh, okay.
Kmet started to go off until the championship game where he dropped a goose egg.
Yep.
So great.
Yep.
I had so many people get hurt on my team. I don't even.
Oh, I also had Nick Chubb.
Oh,
Just in case we were wondering.
I brought up Jerome Ford, and that was pretty solid.
Nick Chubb and Justin Jefferson were my 1 and 2. They both got injured, and I stopped playing. Not stopped playing, but like I was like, all right,
He gave up.
yeah.
He gave up.
So that's enough. All right, well, let's run through your team. We'll wrap it up.
Yeah.
All right. Josh Allen, Devin Achane, Rashad White, Cooper Kupp, Devontae Adams, Kyle Pitts, Amari Cooper, Browns defense, Jake Moody. Where did I finish?
And how many people?
10-person league.
We'll go 5th.
5th? No, I finished 7th. I had CJ Stroud as my I had a great team and they sucked.
That's good.
Why?
Well,
Here's why.
you only want one good quarterback because 2 good quarterbacks, you always play the wrong guy.
I was
Oh, yeah.
trying to trade. I was trying to trade one of them and nobody was
So,
budging.
so one time I was in the playoffs in one week. This was like seven years ago, maybe. I don't know. It was a while ago. I had Andrew Luck and Phillip Rivers as my quarterbacks.
Oh,
I decided to play Phillip Rivers over Andrew Luck.
Mm.
And my guy, Phillip Rivers, I'm up 0.7 points. The game is over. No one's left.
Oh, I threw a pick.
And he throws a pick on the last play of the game. On 4th and 20, and I lose in the playoffs.
Was it a Hail Mary?
It was like he was from his own 6-yard line, and he threw it up to the Raiders, and the guy caught it on 4th and 20. I'm like, you can't make that up, dude. That's my most heartbreaking loss in fantasy history.
That's terrible.
That is
That's
heartbreaking.
terrible.
I've lost 4 times in the Super Bowl. I've been to the Super Bowl as many times as anyone in the league, and I've never won
He's
it.
been to the Super Bowl as many times as Patrick Mahomes.
But I'm 0-4.
No rings to
no
show.
No rings.
Hey,
No
don't worry, I
rings.
won my Super Bowl last year. So I went from Super Bowl, and then I did make the playoffs. So I'm on a good run, guys.
That's on the Red Sox dream. You know what's more heartbreaking than losing the Super Bowl? This podcast ending. That's going to wrap it up for today.
Yep.
Hope to join us next week where we talk about whatever is hot in sports.
There you
The
go.
hot topics.
Thank you.